Chapter 4. Chase through the storm. Blue electricity blasted past Kid Quick's head, lighting up the dark, rain-soaked alley. He ducked instinctually, sprinting sideways just as the Shadow Runner charged again, its movements a blur of dark energy. "Wow, you're fast," Kid Quick quipped, his voice a little breathless as he dodged another lightning-fast strike. He couldn't help but add, "Fastish." Fast! Adjacent, but his attempt at humor was met with silence. The Shadowrunner didn't laugh, didn't even flinch. It just kept coming. The mysterious figure lifted its arm, and a glowing blue circle began to spin in its palm, humming with an unnatural power. It looked like a miniature portal swirling with raw energy. Whoosh! A concentrated beam of that same blue energy shot out, tearing through the air where Kid Quick had been standing just a millisecond before. Thinking fast, Kid Quick used his momentum to zoom up the slick brick wall of the building beside him, flipping gracefully onto the rooftops above. The city skyline stretched out before him, a concrete jungle under the stormy night sky. He didn't have a moment to admire the view. The Shadow Runner followed, launching itself into the air and landing on the roof with an impossible, gravity-defying leap, far higher than any normal human could manage. The rain, which had been a steady drizzle, now intensified, hitting them like tiny, cold needles as they began their desperate race across the rooftops. Kid Quick pushed his speed, his legs pumping, his mind racing to find an escape route. He weaved through the labyrinth of vents and skylights. Left turn, right turn, a powerful jump over a wide chimney stack, a low slide under a flickering neon sign that buzzed in the rain. He was a blur of motion, a streak of lightning against the dark clouds. But no matter what he did, no matter how he twisted or turned, the Shadow Runner was right there with him. It wasn't just following. It was mirroring his every move perfectly. A chilling realization washed over Kid Quick, colder than the rain soaking through his suit. This thing wasn't just fast. It was learning him! It was adapting to his speed, anticipating his every move before he even made it. "You can't run forever!" The Shadow Runner's voice crackled, buzzing with static and an unnerving, metallic itcho. "Your speed belongs to me." Those words sent a shiver down Kid Quick's spine. What did that even mean? He didn't have time to ponder it. He skidded to a halt at the very edge of a tall office building, his boots screeching on the wet gravel. Below him was a dizzying 5-story drop to the street where car headlights cut through the downpour like scattered jewels. He was trapped. Behind him, he heard the soft thud of the Shadow Runner's landing. He glanced back to see it raising its glowing hand, the blue energy crackling, ready to deliver a final, devastating blow. The city lights reflected in its dark, featureless face. It was a corner he couldn't run his way out of. But then, a grin spread across Kid Quick's face. It was a risky, almost manic grin, the kind you wear when you have one last crazy idea. "Good thing I wasn't trying to run," he said, his voice cutting through the sound of the storm. And with that, he took a deliberate step backward off the edge of the roof. For a heart-stopping moment, he just fell. Then, in a brilliant burst of lightning and speed, he vanished. 1 second he was there, a silhouette against the stormy sky, and the next, he was gone. The Shadow Runner lunged to the edge, peering down into the darkness, its glowing hand casting an eerie blue light on the empty space below. It scanned the streets, the alleys, the shadows, but Kid Quick had already used the plunge to gain momentum, zipping into the deep, welcoming shadows of the city below before he even hit the ground. Escape. Yes, for now, but safe. As he leaned against a cold brick wall, his heart pounding in his chest, he knew he wasn't even close. The hunt had just begun.